Guys, just wanted to make another video. Doesn't have a main point, just a couple thoughts about things. First thing I wanted to talk about was just being nice, and first I want to say that I've been noticing people are becoming a lot more caring recently and compassionate, and it's like really exciting and awesome to see. It feels good to be nice, and it feels good to love, and it raises your vibrations and the vibrations of the earth, which is never a bad thing. And I think it's really bizarre that people can say that they hate each other. Like, there's something good in everyone. If you just take the time to look for it, you will find something good in them. And instead of hating them for the few reasons that you may not vibe well with them, or traits or whatever, you should love them for the very many reasons that you do vibe well with them. And I can guarantee that there are so many more reasons to love somebody than there are to hate them. But like I said, it's just a matter of wanting to love them and opening yourself up and looking for those reasons and those things that you have in common. And like, you should never just write somebody off because they wronged you, because people make mistakes, and it's better if you just take the time to understand maybe where they were coming from, because most likely they weren't trying to hurt you. No one is vindictive like that. And it's just really silly to throw away so many awesome memories and lessons that you've learned and experienced with somebody over one or two bad ones. I think that's silly. Like, okay, maybe if it's a relationship or something, maybe you can't be together, but you should throw away a friendship or a bond or connection over a failed relationship. And you should just hang on to the things that were, like, the things you gained and the happy moments and stuff, and just let go of that other shit. Let it be. No one's gaining anything from holding on to it. And that's not what was important. The important things was the positive. Yeah, so being nice. Keep being nice, guys. It's really awesome. Because it's spreading. You can see it rubbing off on other people. You do something nice to somebody else, and then they do something nice to somebody else, and then it just multiplies so quickly. Kindness multiplies really, really quickly. It's really exciting. There's a funny video of people on a bus, and I think like 3 or 4 of them are there, like, planted on the bus, and they just start laughing hysterically, and in the end the entire bus ends up laughing hysterically. And it's just so beautiful to see how contagious laughing is, and kindness and joy. Okay, so I've also been thinking a lot about duality, and those of you who know me know that I'm not really a big fan of duality. For me, there's no black and white, there's just color, and there's no good and evil, there's just difference, and difference is good to me, so it's all beautiful and goodness to me. For me, it's all about the rainbow. I don't think things are two-sided. I think they're infinitely sided. There's so many different perspectives and possibilities. You can't really just label it one thing or the other, black or white. And like, I've been thinking a lot about areas of my life where duality shows up, and it's just, I was watching some good friends of mine's video about relationships and ascension, and they brought up a really good point about labels being restrictions on people, and they were pertaining it to like boyfriend and girlfriend statuses and stuff like that. And I was just thinking, like, with the whole twin flames, soulmates, those kind of labels too, they do the same thing. They're limiting ourselves, and they're putting restrictions on our connections and bonds with people. And it's kind of like, oh, well, I already have my 3 or 4 twin flames, and I found my soulmate, and I have my twin ray, so there's really no need to create those deep connections with other people. And I don't think that it's the best way to go about it, really. I think we should be trying to create these amazing soul-to-soul telepathic connections with everybody that we meet in our life. We're all flames, like, and no flame is the same. So the possibilities to create these beautiful, like, connections and bonds and dance like fire, it's just like infinite. So we shouldn't limit ourselves, and we should be trying to create soul friends, soulmates, soul connections with everybody. And the same with duality, surrounding like star families and star origins and stuff like that. I think that the idea of our star families are really beautiful, but I don't think we should ever let it be something that divides us or influences the way we think and feel about others, because I think that our soul is a lot older than the Earth. So before we were on the Earth, we were probably many other different alien species. So you probably were a Pleiadian, but you probably were Syrian, you probably were a Hadarian, and you probably were a million other different races and with a million other different families, and in the end, we're all of the stars and of the universe, and that's what really matters. It's just like here on Earth, like, there's black people and there's white people and there's tan people, and there's just so many different kinds of people, but in the end, we're all people. We're all made up of the same thing. We all feel the same. We all have dreams, and we all love, and that's what really matters. Not creating labels and division and duality. It's all about the rainbow and the stars and everything. So yeah, that's it. I just want to remind you guys again that you should be drinking lots of water and breathing lots of air. It's good to do deep breathing exercises, and drink lots of water, for the simple fact that, like, our atoms are 99.9% air, and our bodies are made up of like 70-something% water, so we're basically just air and water. So the more of that that's like the essence of life, or like the elements too, right? So just get as much water in you as you can. It helps raise your vibrations. It helps when you're trying to raise your vibrations. The more water you have in you, the easier it is to do, because water is really easily manipulated. Like, its vibrations, you can change it, and you can like do blessings on your water too, which I just found out recently, which is awesome. Or with color therapy, you can put them in colored glass bottles, let them sit in the sun, and then that vibration of the color will go right into the water for you. And then you can just different colors help with different ailments, and they also help with different chakras, so you can do research about that. And say you're having trouble with your confidence, that's usually linked to your root chakra being out of balance or closed, so you would want to make a red color elixir for that one, because red helps stimulate your root chakra. So yeah, you can change frequency of water really easily. That's why it's good to have lots in you, so you can help change your frequencies to how you want them. And yes, deep breathing is also good too. That's basically all I wanted to say. I love you guys in every way, and yeah, keep on rocking in the free world. Peace.